Romanian money, because I think that the Romanian money gives us a chance for medium and long-term development. So the problem is that Iași politicians are too provincial to understand it's too sophisticated, I would say, but I have also discourse for them. I can tell them, hey, we are doing an image for the city. You need this image because you want to have capital. You want the investors to come and to invest in your communist factories. And they understood, and for the first time we received a grant for the local municipality. I think I'm proud of this. I'm proud that my city was able to understand that they should have to give us, let's say, numbers. It's not a big thing, 25,000 euros, but they give us 25,000 euros for the next edition. So we'll be more and more attentive, as I also said, I said something yesterday, from where the money comes from, because we know very well money comes with an agenda. So we are not agents. We are what we are, and we know that we are losing probably something. We are losing money, but we are gaining identity and we are gaining a profile. So, yes, we lost the possibility to be subsidized by the French Institute. And of course, translating the catalogs and the publication in French, and nobody reads French in contemporary art, excepting the French and some Belgians. And nobody in our region is interested in French. My father his generation was interested in French. I just remember French when I read Pif, when I was a child. It's a cartoon bande dessinée thing. And we got different kind of grants. It's better to be linked with Documenta than to be linked with Alliance Française.
Do you think so?
Sorry?
Do you
Yes,
think so?
yes.
I don't think so.
I think
Documenta is probably more, you as an art practitioner should be more worried about an institution that, as I said before, we can doubt what they are trying to achieve. With the French, at least you know what their agenda is, and you can participate or not, you can try. I mean, with Documenta, it's not so clear. It changes from time to time. But it's a very, very strong, very powerful, globalizing, and you know, and just like really this bulimic monster I was thinking before. I think it would apply very nice for Documenta, what they do normally.
we are, in fact, what is Documenta? We are not working with Roger Borgel. We work with Springer. And Springer are socialists, as we are. So we work with, there is a network of magazines and initiatives. We like our Slovakian friends, we like our Polish artists and groups. So it's a kind of network we created, and we are exchanging. I think that it's really interesting to meet our friends from Skopje. We don't know about them. Who cares about it? Very few people knows that in Skopje there is an art scene. And there is a group of very interesting people, and they are professionals, and they are fighting to build something there. We know about them, so we are promoting them, they are promoting us. And when we work with the big institutions, we are a network. We are not single. It's a network. And you see, when you're united, you have power. And you know, in art it's about power.
United with Skopje is one thing, and with Documenta is another thing.
But we are in the frame of this thing. So you want more money, the budget?
No, it's okay.
No, it doesn't matter.
Not important about your position with that.
Its position is to be independent, but of course you're losing money, you're losing possibility to get easily this kind of funding. And now we applied very much for the Romanian money, because they have to behave European now. So there is a Romanian National Cultural Fund. It's Brussels pressure there. So we are writing applications, and we are writing for a lot of money. So we don't ask them peanuts. If it's peanuts, we don't work with them.
Sergio, how do you make choices about who you take money from and who you won't?
I take money from everyone, but as long as I can do what I want to do with that money. I mean, I didn't really. I mean, I know that institutions like British Council, like Alliance Française, or AFA, or whatever they call, they have their usual suspects and the artists that they want to.
We have a list. British
Yeah.
Council has a list. Do you know? British Council has a list. If your artist is not on that list, you cannot have it. They will not support it. And just a parenthesis to know, because we are in England, it's good for you to know. I applied with the British Council in Bucharest, and it was £2,000. What is £2,000? £2,000 to have an artist. It was a British artist who I said his name. He's one of your known artists. And they look, well, how can you dare to ask for such a big amount of money? We can pay a flight. So, I'm sorry, we can pay the flight. So
No, I take the flight. I take the
we
flight.
didn't take. This magazine has no advertising. And we are happy and proud that we are not advertising nothing. Only this residency program.
Any questions from the floor at this stage?
I have one for Sergio. At the end of what you were saying, Sergio, you suggested a couple of alternative ways of doing things, and I wondered if you actually had any examples of exhibitions that had been created either along these sort of anthropological lines that you were saying, either to do with looking at our own work, our own histories more anthropologically, or whether you've seen any exhibitions put
No.
together that way.
No,
Okay,
it's
so
just
nothing,
out of
it's
the
just
top
an
of my
idea.
head thinking what should be done. I'm sure there
Maybe
is. I mean,
someone
I'm not
else
that
has
smart,
something.
but I can't. I don't have any examples actually. Maybe someone else, see something that goes along those lines.
Sorry, I was just going to say to Matei, are you saying that your use of the term biennial is ironic then? Because obviously that automatically locates you in an international discourse, an international scene, using that term biennial.
Ironically, no, we didn't think ironically in the beginning, but now I think that it doesn't represent us, and we have to change it because there is not a normal relationship between the umbrella and us. So we will change it. It will be a different thing. Probably we will not participate to big discussions, but we assume this.
So you're going to shift your centre of gravity away from that kind of international visibility you talked about.
No, it will be an international visibility, but not because of the biennial format. Because of the ideas, because of the positions, because of the new perspective of what is art today, new forms of art presentation, interaction. For example, number 8, it will have a strong educational format, but inside a traditional academical school of Iași, not outside, inside. The Trojan horse is inside. It creates a real change, not an artificial temporary school, which is, yes, you have the budget, you rent a space somewhere in the city, you bring some intelligent kids there who speaks and understands English, and you put them there. And it will be in Romanian in the school, and with clear results. This is what we think that we have to do.
So,
Clear.
So, sorry, Paul first.
Well, I think that focus on the term biennial is slightly misleading because like you say, it's periodical. Exhibitions like Manifest and Documenta do not have it in its name, and I think that actually the strength of the activity in Yassa is not in the word biennial; it's in the tactical use of the word periphery. And I think I think that is catching everybody's imagination. But why does somebody calls himself periphery? Identify with that notion. And I think that that's the criticism I was talking about yesterday of this notion, the use of that notion of periphery and how it has shifted, in my opinion, in the last 20 years.